Hello, little dreamers. Welcome to Realms of Possibility, where magical bedtime stories from the Bible come to life. Tonight, we have a special tale, one of music, bravery, and trusting in God's love. Let's snuggle under the covers, take a deep breath, and travel back in time to a land of shepherds, kings, and a little boy named David. In a quiet village called Bethlehem, there lived a boy named David. He was the youngest of 8 brothers and spent most of his days in the fields caring for his family's sheep. David wasn't the biggest or the tallest, but he had a heart full of love for his sheep, for his family, and most of all, for God. At night, when the stars came out, David would sing to God, "You are my shepherd. I have all I need." His songs made the sheep feel safe and filled David's heart with peace. One day, a kind prophet named Samuel came to David's home. God had sent him to find the next king of Israel, not someone with muscles, but someone with a kind heart. One by one, David's brothers stood tall, trying to impress Samuel. But God whispered, "Not this one, not that one." When all the brothers had passed, Samuel asked, "Do you have any more sons?" Jesse said, "Yes, the youngest. He's out with the sheep." And when David walked in, glowing with kindness and love, God said, "He's the one." Samuel gently poured oil on David's head. "You will be king one day, David," he said, "because your heart belongs to God." But before David could become king, something scary happened. A giant named Goliath appeared. He was taller than any man, wearing armor that clanked with every step. He shouted, "Who will fight me?" "Come on, I dare you." The soldiers of Israel were afraid, even the bravest ones. And so was the king, Saul. King Saul was strong and tall, but he didn't know what to do. Day after day, Goliath shouted, day after day. No one stepped forward. One day, David visited his brothers at the battlefield, bringing bread and cheese from home. When he heard Goliath yell, David asked, "Why is no one fighting him?" His brothers laughed. "You're just a shepherd." But David knew something they forgot. He said, "God helped me fight lions and bears. He'll help me now too." Word reached King Saul. He looked at David and said, "You're just a boy." David smiled and replied, "But I have God on my side." David didn't wear armor. He didn't carry a sword, just a slingshot and faith. He walked into the valley. Goliath laughed. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" But David said, "You come with a sword, but I come in the name of the Lord." He took one stone, placed it in his sling. The stone flew through the air and, bonk, hit Goliath right in the forehead. Goliath fell to the ground with a thud. The Israelites shouted with joy. David had won, not with strength, but with faith. After the battle, King Saul invited David to his palace. David played his harp when the king was sad. He made people feel better with his music and kindness. Prince Jonathan, Saul's son, became David's best friend. He gave David his robe and his bow, showing how much he cared. David didn't become king right away, but he kept being brave, kind, and faithful. And so, little dreamers, David's journey began, not because he was big, but because he believed in something bigger, God. David teaches us, you can be small and still do big things. You can be gentle and still be brave. When you trust God, nothing is impossible. Thank you for listening, little dreamers. If you enjoyed tonight's story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Realms of Possibility for more beautiful bedtime stories. Good night and sweet dreams.